Welcome back to Investment TV with me, Keith Maynard. Now, coming up shortly, we'll be looking at investment opportunities in Florida with Mark Carsley of Elevate Real Estate. But first, I'd like to welcome Christian Hipkiss from Harley Investments. Christian, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
All the way down from sunny Birmingham.
Yes.
I hope you're liking it down south.
Yeah, it's really nice down there, yeah. Enjoy time down here.
Well, we're going to talk today, aren't we, about investments. Now, I believe that at the moment the market is still buoyant enough for lots of different opportunities, but most people would think alternative investment, okay, maybe that means maybe diversifying the portfolio into student accommodation, something similar to that. Are there any other options other than that for alternative investments?
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of opportunities in the market today, especially in the UK, where the focus is at the moment, and there's always a need and demand, is the burial industry, the cemeteries.
The burial industry?
Yeah.
Okay. So, explain this. People invest in, you're not talking about investing in their own funeral, we're talking about investing in buying plots for other people?
Yeah, so obviously because of such a high demand, especially in the London location, there's a need for people to invest in burial plots to get a return on their small input money, and see a clear exit strategy because of the demand and need. So it's purely investing to give people the opportunity to get their plots in the future. Right,
okay. Now, you say in London.
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason? Do more people do more people pass away in London, or what is it? It's my city of my birth. I like London.
No, obviously London's the population is growing each year incredibly, and I think the reason London's really important for our for the investment of a cemetery is there's a higher need for burials over cremations. Across the UK in general, it's 75 to 25%. 75% being cremations, over 25% being burial. But in London, it's a lot higher need for burials over cremations.
Right. And this kind of swing towards cremation, except in London, is that just down to cost, do you think, or is it just down to more of a lifestyle choice?
The burial industry in London is purely down to religious groups, religious institutions.
Right, okay.
The certain religious groups need to be buried as part of their faith.
Before we go any further, let's just take a quick look at this. So, how much money would somebody need to invest in a plot or a number of plots? Can you just is it just one, or do you buy a series?
No, the minimum investment would be 4 plots, and that would cost an investor £9,600. So it's below a £10,000 investment. So a lot of the population in the UK can afford to invest in this type of investment.
Wow. And is there a lot of opportunity out there? I mean, is it kind of? I'm guessing there's always going to be a demand. You know, if you're
the demand in the UK is growing by the year. The cost of funerals and the cost of buying your plot is increasing every year as well, and that's proven in the stats in the media. But of course, the reason for London is the groups of religious institutions is growing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, it's fascinating. I was never aware that this was an opportunity or an option for investment, and it's encouraging to hear, Christian, that it can be done for such a modest amount as well. So thank you very much for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
Appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Christian Hipkiss there from Harley Investments talking about alternative options for investment, and all you need in this case is just £10,000.